All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome our next fighter making his way to the cage, Julio the Wolf Lopez.
It's Sunday night in Los Angeles, California. Time for the University of Mixed Martial Arts. Coming to you from Club Nokia at LA Live. I'm Rich Slayton, joined by Larry Landless to call this University of Mixed Martial Arts Lightweight Championship Tournament bout between Julio Lopez and Pious Enilolobo Jr. The victor will go on to the finals and take over a chance for the vacant lightweight strap.
Yeah, this guy's 3 years of high school wrestling CIF champ. CIF is a Southern Section champion. 1 year junior college champ, JUCO. And he has that great 118 profit, 818 profit, non-profit for children. This guy's a good striker, good head movement, well-timed counter strikes, grappling, counters, takedowns off strikes, pass the guard well.
The big story for Lopez, though, being that wrestling. We talked before the fight. In Pius's last fight, when he challenged Darian D.C. Chapman for the title, the things began to change in round number 2 for Pious when Darian took him in deep waters and really sapped him. And by round 3, Pious was just completely tapped out and had to submit. Julio Lopez has taken that into account. Pious, big, strong, muscular. Julio Lopez, his plan is to take Pious into deep waters early, really put the pressure on and force him to send blood and oxygen to those big muscles.
Absolutely. That'd be a wise plan. I mean, I'd actually coach him to do that also because watching Pius's last fight, I noticed that he really struggled being out-grappled and, you know, his conditioning was in question at that point.
Julio Lopez, very patient. He knows exactly when to push and when to hold. Tonight against the explosive Pious Enilolobo Jr., that's going to be very important. Let's welcome him to the cage.
And his opponent, Pious Voodoo Enilolobo.
Three wins and 1 loss for the high-flying 37-year-old Pious Enilolobo Jr.
Wow. This guy, Nigerian, went to school in Nigeria for 10 years. This guy wrestles, trains at Big John McCarthy School, traditional Shodokan karate, traditional international Taekwondo Federation, some basic jiu-jitsu and wrestling. Teaches kids at flying kicks martial arts. This guy is amazing. This guy's great. He's an entertainer. God forbid, when he wins, he gives the greatest acceptance speeches and thanks
best post-fight speeches.
Everybody in the world.
He's even thanked me before.
He's thanked me. I reffed this fight and he thanked me.
You know, big change for this fight. Pious felt that energy sap in the last fight in that title bout against DC. Does not want that happening, and he talked to me about his diet change. He's really cut down on the heavy meats, moved towards more plant matter, really trying to make sure he's leaner. And you can see that when he walks into the cage. We definitely are seeing a leaner, tighter version of Pious versus the more bulky we've seen in the past.
Yeah, well, he's always looked in good shape to me, man. This kid is he works out.
He works out.
Yeah, you know, he's got the he works out. He's pretty gifted.
Keep an eye out for the big techniques. Pious, an instructor over at Flying Kick Martial Arts, and we've seen that. A huge flying kick to the head dropped Daniel Garcia in his fight back in December 2013. 2 submission of the nights awarded to Pious Enilolobo Jr. First, of course, that round 3 submission of Daniel Garcia, and then a round 1 finish of Michael Jackson back here in March of 2014.
Yes.
To get things kicked off, let's go inside the cage with Salvador Arellano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our next fight is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the University of Mixed Martial Arts Lightweight Tournament. The winner will go on to fight for the vacant lightweight championship title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a submission grappler. He comes to the cage with a perfect record with 3 wins and no losses. 2 wins by knockout, 1 by submission. He stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in officially at 152.2 pounds, representing Ruckus MMA and King's Combat from Pacoima, California, Julio the Wolf Lopez. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He brings an impressive record of 3 wins and 1 loss to the cage. 2 wins coming by way of submission. He stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. Fighting with BJ Muta and Flying Kick MMA, Pious, Voodoo, Enilolobo. Man in charge of the action, El Jefe, Mike Beltran.
And this is it, folks. The first bout of our tournament for the vacant lightweight belt here at the University of Mixed Martial Arts. Julio Lopez in the blue corner, Pious in the red. Pumping that jab is Pious.
Wow.
Huge slam from Voodoo. That's the kind of stuff we expect to see from the 37-year-old out of Encino, California.
Wow. A half guard.
Very high half guard.
Very high. Don't want to get swept here. He's got to keep his weight on him, so don't want to get his butt too high. He's locking down. He's locking down that leg. Wow. Wow. I think he has a little bit of study a little bit of Eddie Bravo Jiu-Jitsu. Lock down that leg and hit that sweep, pretty much textbook.
And this is where Lopez wants to be. He wants to put his weight on Pious, make him carry him.
The foot came over to try and pull the knee off. So he come over and he's going to pull the knee off with his foot. There it is. Oh,
And reversal again from Pious.
That's all muscle.
Plenty of that on the 37-year-old. Huge slam from Pious.
He's not going to be able to be doing that in the second and third round. He's exerting a lot of energy.
Posturing up is Voodoo. Hammer fist. Blood coming from the mouth of Julio Lopez.
Wow.
Both guys swinging wildly.
Pious cannot keep dropping. Wow. He keeps dropping his hands.
Barely blocked. And here we go. This is what Lopez wants. Grind Pious against the cage. Sap that energy.
Pious needs to get this left hand underhooked. Hanging on over the top is not helping. He's got a whizzer. Now he let it go. If he's going to keep his hand over the top, he better get a whizzer. There, it comes under. Swam it under, and he's got to spin him. He's got to spin him.
Knees from Lopez. Same from Pious.
Okay. Okay, we got the 2 big slams, and they were big. I got to go with Pious. Pious on this one.
Some big work from Pious in this first round. You can see the blood around the mouth of Julio Lopez.
Yeah, that was 2 big slams. He did enough ground and pound. You know, we had a sweep, but Pious swept him right back. One was quite technical, the other was more muscle, but you know, it's effective and it works. And it works.
You got to keep an eye on Pious right now. Breathing very heavily, a lot of sweat, and we've talked about how in that DC fight, that gas tank was the big question. So that's the big thing that Pious has to answer tonight. Has he made the changes necessary to sustain himself through 3 3-minute rounds?
Okay. Brian Peterson's quite wise as a cornerman, so I'm sure he's aware of it, and gave him the right advice. I'm sure Brian Peterson wants him to get takedowns that are less, they're gonna get him less tired.
Outside leg kick from Lobo.
Wow, left hook to the face, and we got another takedown. He's got to pin him. No.
Now you're gonna get some left hands. Keep that pressure. Stay on your toes. Stuff that knee. Keep stuffing the knee.
Okay, we're gonna get that. No, he's not doing it. I thought he was gonna lock down on that leg.
Lopez working back to his feet,
Wow.
now controlling the neck.
Wow. Pious bailed out on that one. It affected him.
This is again where Lopez wants this fight. Big right hands, ground and pound from Lopez.
He's tired. He's tired. Got to stop going for the head. Got to start overhooking.
Standing guillotine,
Wow.
very, very deep.
Nice swim underneath. No.
Pious trying to hold on. Referee Mike Beltran looking very, very close. And he survives.
Wow. He's got to stop doing acrobatic things and kind of regroup.
Big
He's tired.
right hand.
Wow.
Lopez all over him. Pious trying to escape. Referee Mike Beltran looking very close at this exchange. And that is it. Your winner, moving on to the finals of the University of Mixed Martial Arts Lightweight Tournament, Julio Lopez. We talked before about Lopez knowing when to speed up and slow down, and he showed that tonight. As soon as he saw that Pious was starting to wilt, he turned it up and forced referee Mike Beltran to stop it, step in, and change the action.
And he was dropping them too. Right here, trying to come out the back door, but he didn't screw his hips.
You can see the head starting to drop back. It's a couple of those hits.
Yeah, that's a good stoppage.
No choice for our referee but to end the fight.
Oh, it's amazing.
What an excellent performance by Julio Lopez. Very, very smart. Weathered the early storm from Pious, and then came back in round 2 to separate himself.
Well, he's got a lot of fans here. Looks like he sold the most tickets so far.
Let's go inside the cage to make it official with Salvador Arellano.
And going on to compete for the lightweight championship title, Julio the Wolf Lopez.
Let's give it up for both these fighters. And the winner, Julio, how are you doing?
Feeling great, feeling great. First off, I want to thank my sponsors, No Hold Tires, King's Combat, my gym, all my friends, family, everybody that came out. You guys rocked the house. Thank you very much. Let me hear it. Bring down this house, baby. Thank you, thank you.
So, this win means that you are moving on to the second round of the lightweight championship. What is the game plan?
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Stay ready. You know how it is. You know how I do. No nonsense. Let's go.
We are looking ready. We are looking forward to seeing you in the next round. Give it up for him. Your winner, Julio Lopez.
Your winner and moving on to the finals of our lightweight tournament, Julio Lopez.